Hi, I just think you need to hear this.
Oh, really?
Boom. Hi, how you going? All right, I'm eating my lunch. So while I do that, sir,
Hello, how are we going?
he is doing a lot of research. This dude is a professor of 22q. So let's listen to the professor of 22q right now, because he's got something to say, and I know that it is me. Absolutely, he's describing me. And if you're a 22qer out there, which I know I have a few, it might be you. Or if you just want to know about 22q, I'd appreciate it, because I think awareness is good in how to work with us, communicate with us, engage with us. Anyway, listen to what he has to say.
Important sort of aspects to consider. So anyway,
And I know.
as you may be aware, I've been going through a lot of research.
Oops.
You can't even eat. A lot of research over
Yep.
the Christmas period. I think I've read well over 2,000 pages, something like 300 plus different medical journal articles. Now, I'm just reading from Eric Boot et al. This is from 2023. This is Genetics in Medicine. In fact, this is the updated clinical practice recommendations for managing adults with 22q11.2 Deletion syndrome.
Nah, you can't manage
Now,
me.
If you're not aware, Dyan, I'm Matt, by the way, and this is our channel, Ok Aussie, we actually focus on Dyan's genetic rare condition called 22q11.2 Deletion syndrome. It's a chromosomal disorder. She's missing anywhere between 40 to 60 genes, 180, 185 plus clinical symptoms. Okay, so anyway, as she was eating her lunch, I said,
Nothing wrong with me.
Dyan, I'm just going to read this little bit from what Eric and the team are writing about
for
you.
it.
Let's see what you relate to. Okay.
All right.
In this section alone. Okay, it's just one specific
Go
section.
for it.
So, many people, many adults with 22q, they have relative strengths and verbal abilities, and they may have a hidden disability. Executive functions such as problem solving,
I suck at that.
flexibility,
Not very flexible. Well,
Work-
physically flexible, but mentally.
not mentally, working memory,
No.
concentration, and impulse inhibition
Yeah, there's problems there.
may be differentially affected. We think a little. Thinking
just
is often literal or concrete.
Yeah,
Would
very,
say that?
very, very, very rigid and concrete.
Yep.
Very
Now,
rigid.
Arithmetic could be particularly challenging for you.
Very.
And social cognition is frequently affected with difficulty recognizing emotions, sarcasm, interpreting others' intentions or behaviors. You know,
And
the
no
theory
one
of
ever
mind.
believes me. And they always think that I'm this fully grown adult. And I'm like, I am, but I'm not.
You need to be supervised.
But
And
I am,
and it says that here too.
But I'm not. I am an adult, but I'm not.
Now,
I don't
collectively,
know what you should call me.
the cognitive deficits may contribute to poor, I don't know where you're looking at the moment, poor social judgment and decision making. Some individuals may be impulsive, emotionally immature, lack critical judgment, yet they're desiring friendship. These factors increase the risk for experiencing traumatic events such as financial and sexual exploitation, bullying, abuse, safety issues, including those related to the internet. Get off the internet now, young lady. Challenges may be compounded by reluctance.
Don't abuse me,
And
everybody.
her ability to admit it or recognise the deficits and ask for
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
assistance. That's difficult, isn't it?
It's difficult, but it was harder when I was a child and teenager and young adult. I was rather, I know everything. You don't need to tell me. And then I'd be like, I'm in trouble. I need to ask for help.
Yeah. And look,
But I would ask for help from the right
You would.
people.
And look, most people with, or adults with 22q...
But think about it. Think
Yeah.
about it. I do have to point this out because it's a good lesson to learn from me.
Yeah.
Do ask for help to the right people or person.
That's very important as well, finding
Yes.
a special person.
Yep.
Now, most adults with 22q require assistance with completing forms, managing money, making complex life and work decisions. Some require more basic help, assistance with reminders for personal hygiene. And many will meet the criteria for
Get it.
intellectual disability as well.
Just about spat carrot. Get in the shower or I'm going to... I don't
Hose
know.
you
What do
down.
you normally threaten me
I'm
with?
going to hose you down.
He's
Something
like,
that.
get in the shower. And I'm like, but I'm just finishing this off. And I'm just finishing that off. And I'm just... Get in the shower. And I'm hyper-focused on something.
Oh, like hyperfocus. Now, individuals with 22q11.2 Deletion syndrome may perceive more stress and or have less resilience in coping with day-to-day stress, including change, than others.
Transitions. Not
However,
good.
The responses to stresses are
New
almost
year.
predictable.
Do you think I'm transitioning well? No, I'm actually not, guys. It's really hard.
Absolutely. And look, many adults with 22q cope better than expected with major events such as bereavement, but that's particularly only when regular routines and supports remain in place. So having your routines are
It depends on your
important.
supports, yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, that was just a bit of a break.
So just
sort of
wanted,
to bring it up to speed of, which is important. There's so much information covering every domain, every speciality, everything that's possible.
I just thought that I wanted you guys to hear this one. And especially for for educational purposes for whoever might need this, because we do have we have more so the physical problem of our bodies, but this is of the mind, and this is like on top of autism. Okay, we have intellectual disability, we have, autism. I have ADHD, so a lot of us 22qers have issues of the mind.
Well, just remember too,
meaning we need protection from 18 above.
These clinical guidelines, which are internationally based, these have been brought together, multi-continents, multi-countries, a lot of specialists who've been working in this space for a long time. A lot of people work
on this very
now,
hard.
Things like transition to adult care, obviously there's considerations where we should be including
Not
legal
done
guardianship,
well here.
And setting that up before the age of 18. When we're dealing with things like medical appointments, involving the caretakers and the partners is essential to be able to help with the whole engagement.
Yeah.
Okay? Very, very important.
That's a good point to make, isn't it?
Funny about that. Now, the
little bit
lifetime
political.
burden of the illness is substantial, okay? There's a concurrence of medical conditions. You've got multi-morbidities going on compared to the general population. That actually is several decades older. So effectively, you're dealing with things that are a body 30 years older than yours, like an 80-year-old has to deal with. You're dealing with it at 50. That's what I keep
saying.
Yeah.
Might have to remind my doctor.
Yeah, because at young ages,
hey,
you've got increased vulnerability to age-related diseases.
I know I'm 50, but really I'm 80.
And the part that we don't like here is that deaths are most commonly due to cardiovascular causes.
Yeah, we don't like that one, do we?
And particularly sudden cardiac deaths in 22q. So that's
can't do it.
Well, you need to eat your healthy greens.
No, I can't do it. Look at what I've done. Do you see this big bowl? Do you see this small person? Do you see my dilemma? I'm done. Okay, I can't squeeze any more in, and all the good bits are gone, including the corn.
Oh, the corn's your favourite, isn't it?
Oh dear. And now it's gonna want to come back up because I have gastroparesis.
Well, don't share that with the audience.
It's stuck in my palate. And now I don't want it to get stuck in my nose.
Exactly. Hey?
Hang on. Oh, good. So, yeah, I think that's a good study. And I think that, guys, this is probably our first, I guess, and like you say, you're going through. Anyway, let me just show you the stack of papers because, guys, you've got to show some respect to this person right now that's doing this study for me. That dude over there, look at him. Right, have a look at this, okay? When I said that we're prepared this year, we're not shitting you. So let's just start with, this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We have papers here. And we have a large stack here for the year. So if anything goes wrong in any part of the body, we're covered. Okay? Because we both went to university and we both know how to read a journal article. It is a gift, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Research is a gift that we both have.
Research methodologies.
And so we're going to use our gift, well, predominantly him. Out of breath. Anyway, my blood results were shit this morning, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Not happy campers.
I'm very proud of him, and I think everyone put a clap in the comments for the heavy work that he's doing to save my life right now. But, yeah, blood test. Do you want to just, before we wrap up, blood test?
Oh, yeah. Look, we do regular blood tests, and that's really important for the ongoing systematic review of your condition. We had, obviously, a phlebotomist out this morning.
The vampire came this morning.
But look, your red blood cells, your hematocrit, your hemoglobin, your white blood cell count, are really low. Everything's dropped off massively for you. Your neutrophils, probably the lowest I've actually seen them. So you got neutropenia, so your immune compromised risks are very, very high. But no wonder that your energy, your fatigue is amplified because everything is down massively.
Oh, I do my hydro and I'm like, oh, I've got to sleep.
You're exhausted. So, look, we'll have to again deal with that, and that will cause a knock-on to check other things like thyroid and hormones and other sort of stuff. It has to be done now. It never ends. It's an ongoing test and measure.
I'm a puzzle. And
compromise.
there's many pieces that have to be like replaced.
Yeah.
With things like, you know, well, I'm going to organise, but of course it's all money, isn't it? I'm going to get a NutriBullet. I've had one before. Highly recommend. I'm going to get turmeric. I'm going to get ginger, lemon. You put a bit of honey to make it like palatable.
Cinnamon.
Okay, you can put apple or pear if you have bowel situations where you have the constipation of the IBS, or if you're like me and you have a paralyzing GI tract. It's such fun. It's called gastroparesis, yes. So it is like, and look, you can drink as much as you can tolerate. It's kind of like, think of it like a laxative if you use it for bowel cleansing as well, because it will cleanse everything. It'll cleanse probably your liver, your gut, and it definitely is good for your immune system. Boom. And if any of you out there with any health problems, none of you could have any harm by having something that boosts your immune system, and not all of it comes in a bloody tablet. Go to your supermarket. Well, go to a shop first, get a NutriBullet or something similar. That's really, because ginger's quite tough, and so is turmeric. And, you know, chop the crap up, put it in there, right? So it's turmeric, ginger, lemon. They are the main things. But I would also, to make it palatable, I would put in some ice cubes, to just water it down. I would put in some honey to sweeten it up, because it doesn't bother me. I'm very used to this kind of stuff. I mean, my mum gave me seaweed tablets as a kid. She tried everything. But anyway, these things are natural things, and then you can make them up, and, you know, being that it's fresh produce, I mean, you could make enough for 3 or 4 days maybe. And if you have the bowel issue, the GI paralysis, I would add in either pear or apple, because that will help that organ, basically. If you don't need that and you just want an immune boost, focus on your ginger, your turmeric. Now, turmeric, be careful if you've got EDS. Be careful with turmeric, because it is an anti-inflammatory. A natural one, and that means you will be loosey-goosey. Okay, so don't be stupid, and don't have, like, you have to get your right balance for you, because everyone with EDS has a different score on the scale. Okay, so you have to work out your best range, but I promise you, give it a go, at least for your immune system, to give you some energy. You don't need to pay for expensive things that most of us in this economy all around the world can't afford. Okay? And any good health practitioner will give you the right advice like this. There's a recipe online if you want the ratios of all those things, because I don't have it off the top of my head. But look up those ingredients as a shot or as a drink and give it a go. And like I said, if you have a GI tract problem where things just get stuck like a fur ball, add in the pear and the apple. Now, I would probably put in the apple because it gives you, once again, extra sweetener, which makes it easy to drink, because, well, I've had to toughen up over the years. I mean, the protocols that I have to do, you have no idea. You have no idea. A fleet enema? Huh? What's that? That's easy. That's a walk in the park. Walk in the park. I could do 2 in a day. Whatever. So what? Really? So everyone's different though. That's because I'm just severely broken. You don't want to be broken like me. But just some advice there. But I'm not a health practitioner, and I said nothing because I don't know anything about anything. It's just what I do. This is what I'm about to get back into doing. But first off, I got to show these little buggers what my baseline is. So they can go, oh, okay, so before you've done the band-aiding, that's what the baseline of your immune system does. It does this. It's like, yes, it does. It does that. So anyway, that's just some non-advice that I didn't say, because this is just for entertainment purposes only, because I'm not a medical practitioner at all. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe Google does. Is Google a fact checker? Approved fact checker, is it? It's approved. There you go. So just check out Google. I don't know. You might be impressed with what you see. You might not be. But I'm telling you, I'll do anything. Especially when there's nasties around me of bugs and germs that just floor me. I will try anything. So I'm going to get back into it when I'm ready. But I need a NutriBullet. And I highly recommend that as your device of use. There is cheaper versions, but the watts, okay, my grandfather was a mechanical engineer. I know about, no, I've looked at the cheaper one that was 200 watts compared to 1200 watts. You can't compare the two. Save up, get the proper one, so it really just mushes it up. And if you just want to be lazy and you don't want to peel the ginger and the turmeric, because it's like a puzzle. To peel that stuff is like, how do I get in there? Don't bother. Just slice it up, chuck it in, and get one of those mesh bags and squeeze the juice out of it. And yum, yum, yum. And trust me, if you don't like the taste, you will get used to it. I love it. I actually love it. I actually love the burn in the mouth. It's like, whew, I feel like I'm alive. Anyway, bye guys. I hope that helped anyway. Just more 22q information about the mind. And I think that seeing as though we've covered so much of my bodily struggles, all those things are my mind struggles. And I am a vulnerable person. And it's hard to admit that. But guys, stay safe and admit when you're a vulnerable person. Don't be stupid. I have had bad things happen to me for trying to be too independent. So don't let your ego get in the way. And always admit when you're out of your depth in any situation if you're disabled. You autistics know this well. Please always reach out to a safe person and run things by them, or ask to be supervised from a distance if you want to be, or whatever, but just make sure you're safe. Especially women, please. Mwah. Bye.